Not that. Every time I turn the recording on, because it involves a backtick button, I turn the console on by accident. Right then, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Concluse 2. I am in a much more cheery mood today. Now, I've discovered what went wrong last time. It said that you had to go through the mirror, which I believe to be this, in order to access the mirror universe, right? Now, the problem is that when you go through the mirror and then you go through the door, you kind of respawn here, right? Now, what I thought you had to do was go through the mirror again, but you don't. That's when you're in the real world. Going through the mirror again takes you back to the mirror world, which is why I keep getting stuck there. You have to turn around and go back through this door here, and then you're back in something vaguely resembling reality. Now, something I wish to emphasize is that I've noticed this gun seems to harm me, so I'm wondering whether that's a cost to using this gun. Because look, I'm going to shoot this mirror here and it's going to hurt me. Most of the time my health comes back, but sometimes it doesn't. Indeed. Which I find quite curious. I don't know whether that's meant to be a cost of using the gun, given that it does have infinite ammunition with the exception of you running out of stamina, so perhaps that's a reason to make you go back and use the axe from time to time. But given how little health I usually have, although I seem to have regenerated a large volume of it without me even realizing, I'm going to stick with the gun where possible. Curious. Still haven't quite figured out how that works. But yes, now that we've actually got ourselves back into the reality that we're supposed to be in, we can use this key that we've got. Not that one. Which one would it have been? I'm honestly not sure. Well, it's one of the ones for the real world. I think it was 439, maybe? I'd imagine that would be a bit lower down the list, given presumably they were put in chronologically. But, yeah, I think we're back in the correct side of the world now. So, isn't that excellent? We can get on with our lives now, and I can stop being quite so cross. And I do sincerely apologise for getting so cross. I was just getting really, really frustrated with it last time, and that wasn't the game's fault. That was me being stupid and not picking up on signs that were more obvious than I realised at the time upon watching it in editing. But now everything is mended. We can get on with our lives, and hopefully we'll find a save spot if I can find room 9. Are there any elevators that are functioning? Judging by none of the lights being lit up, I presume the answer to that question is no. So where's room 39 then? What have I done with that? I have a funny feeling it's actually all the way back here, because wasn't it the room that we left those pillows by? Except there's a big blockage here, which is going to be a bit of a pain in my bottom. Presume I can't get through there. No, indeed I cannot. Alright, I can't look through here, can I? No, I can't, because of course in the mirror world last week when we looked through here and we saw the beast levitate out from the ocean there, or the river or whatever it is, a gate seemed to lift up and get out of the way, but perhaps this is where I can circumnavigate it by going through some of the rooms, except it seems like there's someone around here that wants to viciously assault me, which I'm not altogether with. Is it just one of these mirrors? No, it doesn't seem to be any of these mirrors. Curious. No, it doesn't. There must be something around here that's trying to attack me. I'm just not wholly sure what it is. But perhaps this will let me out on the other side. Yes, indeed, we have circumnavigated the gate, and now we can carry on with our lives. Isn't that just chipper? Yes, there's room 38, so we can't be far away. Is there a baddie around here? Oh, it's the this, isn't it? It's the this, which is what my phantom towel was that was attacking me earlier. It was this mirror that was attacking me from the other side of the wall, so I apologise for being stupid. Right then, let's go and see if they're making full and proper use of the pillows I gave them. This is a bizarre room. It's more of a corridor than a room. You think you just put the door over here, but never mind. What is that? Oh, it's a key. I thought it was a small chainsaw for some bizarre reason. 434 on it. Double doors. Okay, that must be for the big mirrors. The big mirror door that we saw there. What does that say? Warm welcome to you from the staff. Okay, I don't think there's anything important. Just some sort of generic gregariousness that I don't think we need to be overly fussed about. Really lumpy mattress. I can understand why they wanted the extra pillows now. Probably wanted to lie on them instead of on the lumps. Alright, I don't think there's anything else around here that we need to look at, so let me just get the axe out for a second. So, yes, if I scroll down I get to the axe, and if I scroll up I get to the gun. Good. I'm glad I know what's what. Has the gate gone? It seems to have. No, it has not. I jumped to conclusions and have made myself look like an absolute numpty. Oh well, it's not the first time. Right, can I find the room that had those big mirrors? The big mirror doors in. Was it here? The room with the safe, perhaps. There's still nothing in the safe, I presume. No. Alright, yes, here we are. Double doors. Indeed, we have got here. Alright, this place is in an absolute mess. It reminds me of that From the Darkness game we played some time ago. And by some time ago, I mean nearly a year ago now. Oh, he was right. Duckman is real. I saw him on the hallway and then on the television. He was with a group of children singing a song like any other children's show. But then the music stopped and he turned towards the camera and blankly stared, just like he had in the hallway. He said, "Gene, you and your family are bad people. What do we do to bad people?" The children in the audience responded, "Eat them." Well, isn't that just charming? It's good to know you've got a balanced diet of nice people and naughty people. Another room key? Or basement
key? This is a key for the basement. Might as well go there next.
Excellent plan, my friend. Oh no, please no more of the frickin' Black House. Oh my giddy aunt, please no. I was wondering why we didn't get an achievement for defeating Ducky, given that we got an achievement for defeating the Dandy. Your head is throbbing in pain, probably because I've been chucked back here again. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh look, a save place. I was literally 5 minutes away from a save place. When Ducky pulled you through the mirror, the glass sliced the side of your head. You wipe the blood away and hope the bleeding stops soon. Yeah, because hope is the best medicine. Oh goodness. Oh, we're here, are we? Where's that bloody phone? Will it shut up? Let me make a save, right? Let me save over that one. There we go. Right then, let's get on with our lives. What does this say? Ducky tricked us. He trapped us in the worst place in the world. He starves us and he kills kids and laughs about it. Yesterday he pulled Eugene over the swing set and he wrapped the swing around his head. Then he snapped his neck off. Everyone is giving up hope and there is no escape. There's also no capitalization in this, which is bizarre. The other kids look like scary skeletons because we have no food. Oh, I see. That's a perfectly reasonable and yet depressing reason. The kid who tried to eat mud died from worms in his eye. Why was he eating them with his eye? You should be eating them with your face, mate. Sarah jumped off the edge and we heard her screams fade into the distance like she fell for miles. Jonathan says we can figure out how to get into Ducky's house and kill him, but we are too tired and thin to help. Goodness, that's dark and depressing, isn't it? Can I press this button? I should have pressed that earlier. Oh, no. I thought that was for the bell. But it clearly isn't. Do I still have my gun? Yes, I do, and I've actually got mittens this time around, rather than just the grey blobs. It's the big wormy monster. Good, shoot the big wormy monster. Shooting the big wormy monster does not seem to be working. And by shoot, I meant stab. Would you die, you infernal little beast? Would you die? Apparently you wouldn't. Kitty odds. There we are. Would you? Oh my god! What the hell are these things? What that bell? Stop it! Give me a bleeding headache. Right, just shoot him before we run out of road. Oh my idiot! No! Oh, for crying out loud! Good thing I saved. Idiot! Oh no, not more of the bell! Enough with the bell! Right, where's my gun? Right, here we are. The problem with this is that you must not miss. Not because you can't fire again, but because you can't fire again for a while. And that is somehow worse. Oh, come on. You bearded, birdy bozos. Just die, thank you. Where is that bell? Giddy on, it's driving me mad. I think it's on the other side of this wall. I'll bash it down with my axe in a minute, we'll find it. There we are. It's the end of that. I'm going to go back and save again, because I don't want to have to kill those creatures again. Not because I'm some kind of pacifist, but because I'm just sick of shooting at them. Okay, right, hang on. Can I get in the water? No. I thought I could maybe drown myself. That way I wouldn't have to listen to the sounds any longer. Okay, right. What the hell is this? The meat and bones crunching beneath your feet give a nauseating feeling. Yeah, I was thinking something similar myself. Your shoes are soaked with blood and whatever else is on the ground. You hear something moving nearby. Hello, friend. You don't look like you're having a tremendous day. You remind me of the thing that we saw at the end of that trail back before we entered the hotel. He was surprisingly easy to kill, and of that I'm grateful. I did see another bird face over here during the cutscene. It would be worth killing. But giddy on, this one's a rapid one. Oh, shoot the little creature for crying out loud. No, not more of them. Man, that's live. I don't know the way they spray pus all over the place. That's not pleasant. What does this do? Nothing. You can't press it. Can I use this lever? What did that do? You made that green light go off. Oh good, I've broken something. Excellent! I'm so pleased about this circuit. Oh no, not more of these frickin' worms. Just die. You disgusting looking creature. Just die. Can I go through here? Yes I can, and I can severely regret that decision. It's like having an old matchlock musket or something that you have to reload like a ball and powder. So tremendously slow, it's terrible. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, anything else cheery around here? Oh, this might let me into the building where the bloody bell is. What the hell is that? I don't care. Kill it immediately. Kill it! Kill it now! It's better. I don't care what it was. I don't care if it was one of those children's skeletons you were talking about before. Just kill it and be done with the darn thing. Sorry, I got stuck on it for a second. Here is another button. So do I just need to go around pressing all these random green buttons? Alright, and here's the swing set where someone got strangled. That's lovely, isn't it? Is there, oh, there's another thing here. I still have no idea what that's doing. Alright, we'll come back to that in a minute when I've got a slightly better understanding of what we're doing. Let's see what... Oh, giddy up. More worms! More wormies. Gladly I don't have a phobia of worms, otherwise this would be worse. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of worms in general, in the sense that I wouldn't, like, you know, want to go on a date with one. But, oh, I'm not dying another frickin' cutscene! I do kind of wish that the world froze while you were reading dialogue, just so that you couldn't get killed while you're trying to do something. It's scary, don't get me wrong, it's just also a pain in the bum. Is there anything else in here of importance? Not that I can see, no, I certainly don't see any more buttons. Oh, it's a crematorium. Oh, good. Oh, marvellous. Oh, ballyhoo, what a bully situation. Like, crying out loud. Minecart sitting on rusted tracks, yes, if only I had the opportunity to read what it said before. Okay, so it goes around a bend here, so maybe if I can, like, extend a platform or something, we can run it along there. Let's see what else we've got behind door number 2. Probably a load more number 2s on the floor, and more coffins, and a place for putting your number 2s. Absolutely tremendous. Jonathan says we have to destroy the moon to kill Ducky. Easier said than done. He himself can barely stand. He's so weak. I don't really think that being able to stand up is going to be the difference between reaching the moon or not. Otherwise, NASA wouldn't require quite as much money as they do. We're all going to die here. Instead of getting people's hopes up, we should just accept it. Oh. How tremendously cheery. Right, again, this room doesn't seem to actually contain anything of importance apart from a funny-looking bottle. Oh, good. Good. Are we trying to shoot the moon again? I can't see the moon, but if I ever do see it, trust me, I will shoot it in the face. You small worms. I wouldn't mind if this game had some kind of a reticule or something that you could use for shooting, rather than just trying to sort of point the gun in its vague direction. The filter on the screen suggests that there should be enemies all over me, but I'm not seeing any. Aha, another button. Maybe there's like a special order I have to press them or something. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe this isn't a button. Maybe this is more like a description of like how many buttons are currently active or something. Oh no, that's got a different symbol on it. Before it was like a kind of a squiggle that was kind of going sort of that way. Now it's a cross. So maybe there's different symbols. Maybe I need to activate the buttons in a certain sequence in order to get a certain list of symbols to appear in order to activate a mechanism. And then perhaps this lever is to reset it. Yes, I could believe that. But we'll have to find some kind of combination, like a written piece of dialogue that has this on it. Yeah, like this, he says with the camera pointing the wrong way. There we go. Right. Now that we've got the information that we require, we can solve the puzzle. Right then. Never mind any of that for the time being. What do we have here? We have the naughty's chair for naughty people to sit in. Right, let me move my camera to a position where it's not doing nothing but reflecting the ring light, and we'll carry on with our lives. What's through here? Have we been through this door? There's goop, and there's probably poop, and there's not a hell of a lot else. There's a bed you could have a little kip on if you so fancied. And press this button and see what happens. Has that just activated the 1, or is that activated 2 now? Yes, it has activated 2. Alright then. So that is actually the second one that we need to press, but the X is not the first one. So let me see if this resets it. Yes, indeed. Okay, right. So we've figured out how the puzzle works then. So first I need to find the little squiggle. I'm going to try raising the head first, because that's higher up on the list. So I presume that's the first thing that you do before you open its mouth. So let me see if that one is the squiggle that we saw before, or whether it's a different one. So what's that? That's the squiggle, yes. So now we need the hexagon? Is hexagon 6? I genuinely can't remember. I was never very good at geometry. The six-sided shape. That one. Is that the one we want? Yes, indeed. So now we want the cross, which was the last one that we got, which was over here somewhere, on the far side of this bookcase, I think. Dreading what kind of horrific literature that Ducky would be reading, and frankly, I don't want to know. Right, let me get my axe out, actually, so I'm not just chucking a gun all around the place. Is that the one I wanted? Yes, indeed. So now I need to find what looks like a little sort of ram head or something. Not entirely sure where that one's going to be. There was not a button in here, was there? There was just a piece of information, if I remember correctly. So where was there another button? In fact, there must be 2 more buttons, because there's a kind of a swirly symbol required for the opening of the head. So there must be another button somewhere. Oh, there was a button here and here, wasn't there? I forgot about that. Let's see what this does. Oh, get out of the way. No, that's a triangle, which is not what I'm looking for. I've also just realised there's only 4 symbols for opening the head, and yet there's 5 lines. Well, fiddlesticks, that didn't work. I'm not going to reset it yet, because I want to find the button for the ram head, so that I know which is which. So, give me a minute. I'm just going to wander around and find all of the right buttons. Oh, the phone's here. Sorry. So sorry.
Hey, it's me. Leave a message. Hey, I'm here. What's up?
What happened before? Was there an accident?
I don't know. I went to the door, but there were a lot of weird people outside, so I just turned off the lights.
Really?
Yeah, they left their cars in the middle of the road and disappeared.
What? Make sure you lock all the doors.
I already did.
Have you talked to Mom?
I don't talk to her. She has her own life.
I know. But I just talked to her earlier, and she sounded off.
What do you mean? She called her 2 days ago. She's fine. Listen, the TV's acting up again. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. I'll talk to you later.
Because TV matters way more than, like, all of the weird people outside. The beauty of silence. Right then. I apologise for making you listen to that the entire time. I didn't see that. I thought it was on the inside of this building, but never mind. That was just me being stupid, and I sincerely apologise. Right then. Sorry, you'll forgive my small chuckle, but I found it slightly entertaining when Michael says that he called his mother recently, which of course for Michael it was recently. Of course, for me, at the very least, it was over 2 years ago when we were playing the first Concluse, and we called her in back in Cordova, if I remember correctly. But anyway, now that that little embarrassment has occurred, give me a minute. I'm going to see if I can find the other couple of buttons that we need. Right, I think I found the correct button. It's here. So if we do that, we should then have the 4 symbols that it wants for raising the head. So now I'm going to try pulling... Should I try pulling this? Hooray! We did it and it worked brilliantly! Thank goodness for that. It's a shot! Never in my entire life have I wanted something so much until I looked at it and then suddenly realised how much I didn't want it. Right. Good. Spiffing. Marvellous. Peachy. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay, so we have to open the mouth so the little minecart can fly in. Oh my giddy aunt, this is very, very, very weird. Okay, tremendous. Giddy aunt. Okay. So there's another button I need to find, because I need to find the one that does the swirl with the arrow. So when I've done that one, I can then do the little jagged one, which is the one right where we started, and then the little ram's head one, which is the one in the crematorium. So, oh, is that one? I don't remember this button. I don't feel like I've pressed this button in a little while. Let me check. Is that the swirl I'm looking for? Oh, stop getting stuck on stuff. Yes, it is. Excellent. All right then. Tell you the thing that I was thinking about, because oh no, that wouldn't actually make any sense now that I look at it a little more closely. I was thinking about the fact that there's 6 lights, but at most you only ever use 4 buttons at a time. That's probably because there's... I was going to say there's 6 buttons, there's only 5 buttons. So that wouldn't make any sense at all in case you wanted to like press them all. But no, I thought perhaps that the open mouth bits had to happen before, right? Like you did the open mouth ones and then you did the raised head ones for some bizarre reason. For no other reason than I thought that the... where the hell did I leave the crematorium? I thought that the jagged symbol is in both, so I thought maybe they were 2 parts of the same code and I didn't realise. But I'm beginning to comprehend now that that was completely stupid of me to think that. Idiot! Reminds me a lot of the 4th Five Nights at Freddy's game. Right, let's climb into the minecart and go for an adventure. Like Indiana Jones. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh my giddy aunt. This is a really frickin' stupid idea.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
This was definitely a bad idea.
He's such a charming gentleman, isn't he? Make sure to keep your hands and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Kitty aunt. Oh my kitty aunt. Oh my kitty aunt. Otherwise, you're very likely to fall out of this thing. You really think there'd be like a seat or a strap or something? Also, what's holding up these bits of train line? They just seem to be floating in the air. Oh good, we're back here again. Wonderful. Oh, I think that's the office again? Lovely stuff. Dare I even ask where we are now? Going through some big circles, big rings of something. Going bloody fast. Oh good. A face full of goop. Excellent. The last thing you remember is the minecart coming loose from the track. Oh, right. Dare I even ask where the hell I am? Your head is throbbing. I'm not in the slightest bit surprised. I've got poo in my head wounds. What is this place? It's probably hell, if I had to guess. Yeah, with the river of poo. Excellent, 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 excellent. Oh, here's the little minecart. I was wondering what these were at first. Right then. Oh, goodness. Another cutscene. boss fight? A boss fight? Probably a boss fight, yeah. Is this just a case of shooting you, or is there going to be like some kind of like weak spot or something that I'm going to have to exploit? I don't know. I'm going to try just shooting you a lot and see how that goes. But I've played enough games like with boss fights like this, with like an enemy in the middle, where you have to... Or maybe I can hide behind this. That would be cool. Can I hide behind this? No, I can just walk through it. Excellent. Maybe I need to like... Because in some games you need to like hit back the enemies' projectiles in order to weaken them. In order to... The hell is this? Oh my Gideon! I don't know, but I shouldn't be standing around looking at it. I should be running away. I'm getting stuck on things. Driving me crazy. I'm also running out of ammunition in terms of stamina, which is a big pain in the bottom. But yeah, I'm wondering if he's maybe got like a weak point somewhere. Like on his back or something. I keep getting stuck on all of the knobbly-bobbliness. I don't appreciate all of this knobbly-bobbliness. I also understand why we didn't get the achievement for, if there indeed is one, for killing Ducky, because of course we haven't finished with him yet. Oh, just die, you infernal beast. Maybe headshots are the way to go, I don't know. He did say something about destroying the moon in order to kill Ducky, so I was wondering whether maybe it was a, it was a bit of a, oh my god, I'm getting stuck on stuff. Whether this was a red herring, that's the word I was looking for. I was going to say dead duck, but that's not what I meant. Because so far this doesn't really seem to be achieving anything. I'm shooting him a lot, and he does seem to be recoiling in horror as if I'm hurting him. Other than that, not a great deal is happening. I definitely can't use this for anything, unless that's something I'm meant to do later. I don't know. I feel like there would be more to this than just shooting him, because Ducky seems too intelligent of an enemy and to just be killed by having a lot of bullets shoved into his face. But ow, we will see. We will see, because yeah, I really don't feel like this is achieving anything at the moment. Give me a moment. Well, I'll either do a jump cut to the point where the bullets start hurting him, or until I find out what else it is I'm supposed to do. I'm curious. Sometimes when I shoot him, he kind of clutches himself in agony. Like there. I wonder if there's something I'm supposed to do then. Because that's almost like a moment of weakness. It doesn't kind of expose a weak point. Yeah, it's like if you shoot him... It's like when you shoot him when he's getting ready to spit at you. That's when that happens. I can make it happen almost reliably now. There we are. Can I maybe use this now? No? No? Get down. Goodness only knows how this works. There's a mirror there. I wonder if... No, I'll get him to throw his thing out the mirror, can I? No, it doesn't travel that far. Alright, well there goes that theory. There are a number of mirrors around. Perhaps they hold more significance than I realise. Shoot 5 rocks. Shoot 5 rocks outside the arena. The hell are you talking about? Oh, bloody hell. What 5 rocks outside the arena? I don't see them. Oh, hang on a minute. The mirrors are more significant than I realise. This... Ow, I've been killed. Where is this putting me back to, exactly? Is this... This is before I put the codes in, isn't it? Oh my idiot. I love this game. I love it to death. But boy, howdy would I love it even more if it had autosaves at the beginning of boss fights. Right. The mirrors are more consequential than I realised. So there's like rocks around the arena that you have to shoot in order to expose mirrors, and then you can use that funny device on the wall. Had to look up the guide again in order to figure that out, so I apologise for that. But there was more to it than just shooting him as I anticipated. Would you shut up, you stupid old fatherer? Let me get it done right this time. Right, we have returned. Now, there's thing number 1. There's thing number 2. There's thing number 3. I keep getting stuck on things. There's thing number 4. I'm really sick of how uneven this ground is. Why do I keep moving to the left even though I'm not pressing left? Stop it, game. Right. Move your bum, Michael, for crying out loud. Now, there should be that device on the wall somewhere. I'm going to try and stun him before I use it to increase the likelihood of me surviving this. Just wait for him to recoil. There we are, hold himself. Now, can I use this? What? The guide said that's what you needed to use! Crying out loud. This is really getting on my nerves. It said shoot the 5 rocks and then use the device. And that's all it said. Would you climb over the thing, Michael, for crying out loud? Your life's on the line here, mine isn't. Stupid duck beast. Oh, stop getting stuck on things, I implore you. Come on, just get stunned for it. Just get stunned for a second. Frickin' finally. How do I use this, for goodness sake? What do I do? There's got to be some method of doing something with this. For crying out loud. Sorry, I don't mean to be in a bad mood, but once again, we're in a boss fight with Ducky, and I'm being expected to not have an autosave before the fight. I'm sorry, but I like having autosaves before fights, particularly when fights have cutscenes before them, which are long and unskippable. Have I missed one of the rocks? Would you stop walking to the left even though I ain't told you to do that? Oh no, there's one there I missed. Right, okay, good, okay. That's my fault. I can take blame for that and consider myself a... Would you climb over the things, Michael? Thank you very much. Now I can use this. No, I can't. For crying out loud. Michael, I am absolutely begging you. I'll get down on my knees and cry if I have to. Just use whatever the bloody hell this thing is. Do they respawn or something if you don't do them fast enough? Is that the thing? Do you like race around and do it real quick or something? Because I am not getting this, right? You're putting down things and I'm not understanding. Would you climb over them? You're putting something down that I really don't get, game. No, I've broken all the rocks. Oh, for crying out loud, I'm going to break a rock over your feet in a minute, Michael, if you don't pick them up once in a blue moon. How do I... Oh, for crying out loud. Look on the bright side. I made another save, which is after I killed all of the beasts. Yes, it was after I lifted it up, but it wasn't after I opened its mouth. Yeah, it was right here. Because all I need to do now is go and press the last button. Oh no, so when you die, you still have to kill all the animals again. Of course you do, because when you've just lost a boss fight and you want to get straight back into it and try again and win, the thing that you want to do is have to refight all the little minions on the way in. You don't want to just sort of get straight on with that again. Oh boy. I said it last week and I'll say it this week. I'm not going to flip out and I'm not going to get angry. I'm just going to state a simple, solitary fact. This game has game design decisions within it that I disagree with. At least the head has been raised so we haven't lost all our frickin' progress. Let me get the code up again. I don't know. Right, turns out that in my haste for attempting to do this, I didn't read the guide correctly. So you shoot the 5 rocks. How you're supposed to know to do that, I really do not know. Anyway, you shoot the 5 rocks. Then, there's a rock with a device on it. You don't use the device, as I initially thought. Instead, what you're supposed to do is press the button that's near Ducky, that's between him and the rock. So, let me try and stun him. It should be right in front of us now. Should be a button somewhere. Is that it? Oh, that's why you need to expose the mirrors, because you need to use them to create a satanic symbol. Oh, I'm going to shoot you in the face again, mate. Not just because the guide says so, because I'm really, really sick of looking at you. Some disco music going.
You fool! You destroyed my world while we're still inside it!
Oh, what a tragedy. It's a nicely designed boss fight. It just needs a bit of explanation. It just needs, like, I don't know, a bit of monologue from Michael saying something like, those mirrors could be useful, or, I bet this device would activate something eventually. I don't know, just something to give you a clue, instead of you having to work it out through trial and error and dying to this absolute oath 16 times when you have to go through a really long-ass cutscene every single time you want to restart. Right, I'm going to get my axe, and we're going to go off, and we're going to play a bit of the forest, I think. At least that's what the scenery seems to be suggesting that we're about to do. I've got no idea which direction it is I'm supposed to go, so I'm just going to follow this little trail of grass. And we're going to see where it leads, I suppose. I like this game. It's so creative and weird and different. It just does little things that make you want to scream sometimes. I'm going to chop this gingerbread man to pieces so that I can just eat a small part of it. Not to follow a healthy diet or some such crap, I don't know. There's no more moon, is there? No. What's this? I can't tell if these are like big rocks or bones or precisely what they are. I really do not know. Big hooks coming out of the ground. Isn't some kind of wilderness, but goodness only knows what it is, or where it is, or why we're here, or where we're going. Oh good, I've reached an invisible barrier, suggesting I've gone the wrong way. The wrong way that I went was to go and have my lunch before making this recording, which of course was very foolish of me, because now I've got horrific hiccups. What's that? Is that just a blob of colour? Yes it is, although I have realised you can walk through this, which I don't think is true of any of the other items. At least it's not true of that one. Right. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay, right. Oh good, another invisible barrier. Wonderful. I think following that line of grass might have been a sensible plan, but I'm not entirely sure where I left it. So let me wander around for a few minutes and see if I can figure out how to cure these hiccups, and also simultaneously figure out where under the sun it is that I'm going. What's this? Some sort of big cog? Is this the thing I need? Probably not, just another random thing they've left on the floor. Ah. Oh. I know where we are. Because I saw this cutscene while I was getting us back to where we left off last week. This is the bucket of that weird machine that we found in the hotel. That brought us the second key. I'm gonna frickin' press this button that bloody kills me, mate. I don't care what I have to do. You're gonna let me do something here, mate, because this is clearly the way that I'm supposed to get out. I'm not staying here, mate, and I'm not walking around in the rest of this wilderness for the rest of my life trying to... Was I seriously this far away from this entire time, and I never even saw it was here? Crying out, would you just press the bleeding button, man? What do I have to do with this thing? What do you expect me to do? You clearly want me to do something, though goodness only knows what it is. Crying out loud, just let me out of this infernal empty abyss. Oh, walk up the platform, Michael, you club-footed goon. Michael, I am begging you, just walk in a straight frickin' line for 5 minutes. Right. So, after banging my head against the wall for at least 15 or 20 minutes, I think we're beginning to figure out what it is we're supposed to do. Right, so when you spawn here, following the grass seems to be a bit of a red herring. It doesn't seem to lead you quite where you need to go, given that I followed the grass at least 2 times and it never led me to what I was supposed to find. So as we saw, somewhere here in this non-existence, as it seems to be described as, there is a platform with a red button on it and a bucket. Presumably the same bucket that was lifted up by the machine which we put the Concluse liquid goop stuff into in the hotel in order to get the second mirror key so that we could get into the mirrored side of the hotel. Right, it's over here. You might notice that when I tried to do this, I was not able to interact with this button. Oh good, and I still can't interact with this button. Oh my giddy aunt. So going back to the last save, which was over half an hour ago, and going through the boss fight again, in which I died again, was a complete waste of my time because I still can't interact with this button, even though looking up a walkthrough by using somebody else's video on this section of the game. It says that they just walked up to this, the little hand icon appeared, which suggests that they could interact with stuff, and then they could, and then they just went into a cutscene, and that was it, and it was lovely for them. Well, that's nice. I'm glad they had a lovely time. I only wish that I could say that I was having an equally lovely time, because for some reason I can't interact with that. Right. Before I bang my head on the desk and completely give up, and end the episode, I am going to try one more thing, and that is looking at the entirety of the bit of the video from where they land on the ground to where they then go up the bucket or whatever the hell it is they do. Maybe there's an item or something around here that you need. There's the funny gingerbread man thing, and there's a couple of cogs around, but you don't seem to be able to interact with anything. So I'm really confused as to what it is you're supposed to do in order to get that machine working, but presumably there's something. Which again, the game has not felt it necessary to communicate what that is to me, or what the hell I should be doing with it. So let me go back and review the video some more in order to see if I can figure out what the hell it is I'm meant to do. And you just walk up to it and press the button. Yep, you just walk up to it and you press the button, and then you go into a cutscene and you get out of here. Right, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and I apologise for whatever it is that you've just seen, because I don't know, because I haven't edited it yet, but if I've edited most of it out, then let me put it in brief that I have been completely unable to find the method to escape this realm of non-existence, because according to both a guide written on Steam and a YouTube video that I have been watching, what you are supposed to do is come here to this little platform, and then you press a button here, you see. However, as you can see, no hand icon is appearing in order to suggest that I can interact with this, and pressing E isn't doing anything either. So it's not just the prompt that isn't here, there's literally no way to interact with this, which is a trifle of a shame, because that would appear to be how you escape from this area and continue with the game. Now, if you're wondering why my clothes have changed, that is for the very simple reason that I got a little frustrated and a little cross, and I kind of rage quit a little bit. But I have come back today in order to see if I can get it working again, because I was looking through some reviews on Steam, and some were saying that certain interactable objects just had very small sort of hitboxes, as it were, where you kind of have to look at them from just the right angle or stand in just the right place in order to get the hand icon to appear. So my idea was perhaps that if I came over here and tried to stand in exactly the same place that I saw the person in the other video activate it, then maybe I'd have more luck. But no such like that. I've also learned that in this game you can jump by like a millimeter, which is curious. Not entirely sure why that's a thing, but never mind. So yes, that was the hope, that I'd be able to get this working again, and then we could finish up the video, and then we could carry on with the rest of the game next week. However, unfortunately, I have not succeeded in this task, as I am unable to activate this button, which means that I am unable to continue playing the game, which means that the series will have to stop, either permanently, if they never fix this, or up until the point where they release an update in order to mend this, because right now I have no way to continue playing the game, because activating this button is how you continue with the game, and I am unable to do that. And I am trying to say this in a very calm and measured way, because I'll be completely honest with you, I've cut out some rather unkind things that I said in the heat of my emotion and my anger after going through all of this. One thing I will mention, however, is that it is a little easier to do the boss fight with Ducky when he's in the little pool in the center and you have the circular arena around you. It's a little easier to do that on the reruns than I realized before, because you're able to shoot the rocks that are hiding the mirrors before he appears. So after the bit of dialogue is finished, you can then go around and shoot the rocks in order to expose the mirrors, and then you can actually activate him while you're standing right next to the switch you need to flip in order to activate the laser, you say. So you can almost do that boss fight instantly without presenting yourself to almost any danger at all, which is at least one benefit. I stand by my comment that the cutscene should be skippable after the first time you've watched them, or that there should be an autosave after the cutscenes are done, because it is a little frustrating to go through those multiple times while you're just trying to redo a boss fight, which you are naturally going to die at a couple of times when it's got a slightly unusual method of solving it, rather than just shooting the enemy in a weak spot or something. So, yes, this is a dreadful shame because I was really looking forward to playing this game and enjoying it throughout this series, and I really needed a stable series that we could run for the next month or two, because I really don't have time to find another series to do at the moment. But never mind, I'll have to find something. So unfortunately this will have to go on hiatus for an undetermined length of time. Whenever the developer releases updates for this game, I will come back whenever I get the opportunity, and I will try to press this button again. Hopefully an update will get released for this relatively soon, and at that point we'll then be able to carry on. But in the intermediary period, I am going to have to say that I am very sorry, but this is going to have to be the end of Concluse 2, because there is simply no way for me to continue to play the game, because there's no opportunity to skip through this. I can't, like, access the next chapter or anything at all, so there's really nothing that I can do, so I'm dreadfully sorry, but this has got to be the end of the road for the time being, which is a darn shame. But never mind, you have to play the cards that life has dealt you, and today life has dealt me a rather bum one, but never mind, that's life. So I hope you have enjoyed the amount of Concluse 2 that I have been able to show you. As I said, I will come back and attempt to get this going again whenever we have the opportunity, because I don't want this to turn into another Shadows Over Loathing, because goodness knows that is a bad precedent and I don't want to repeat it. So this is not the end of the series, this is just the end of the series until this this game breaking bug is mended. So I hope you have enjoyed what I've been able to show you thus far, and we will get back to this where possible. So thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I apologise, look after each other, and good night.